That's right. You know, this wrongful police raid that is alleged in the suit took place back in 2017. So this has been a long time coming. Jury selection taking most of the day after a last-ditch effort to negotiate a settlement pre-trial between the city's attorneys and the Mendez family failed. It was more than 6.5 years ago when Gilbert Mendez and his attorney walked into a room filled with reporters to tell Mendez's story publicly for the first time. 9 months earlier, in November of 2017, he, his wife, and two young sons had been subjected to a wrong house raid by 7 11th District Chicago police officers, who they claimed pointed guns at them and continued to detain them even after it became apparent they had the wrong address.
Peter and Jack cried and pleaded for officers not to shoot and kill their father. Officers also handcuffed their father, Gilbert Mendez, and kept him in handcuffs in front of his sons for approximately 90 minutes.
It's taken all this time for the civil lawsuit filed by the Mendez family against the city of Chicago and the 7 officers involved to be brought before a jury. In the interim, the Civilian Office for Police Accountability, also known as COPA, determined the officers involved in the raid, among other things, failed to adequately verify information provided by a police informant prior to acquiring and executing the search warrant, and failed to properly knock and announce themselves before entering the Mendez home. COPA, however, did not find the officers guilty of pointing firearms at the family or, as the lawsuit states, continuing to search the Mendez's apartment after the mistake was realized. They did recommend the officers face suspensions ranging from 5 to 60 days. Those recommendations were accepted by then Police Superintendent David Brown nearly 5 years after the wrongful raid took place, and 3 years after the Illinois General Assembly passed and Governor J.B. Pritzker signed the Peter Mendez Act, named after the Mendez's oldest son. The act requires that officers receive trauma-informed training, as well as training on de-escalation tactics when children are involved in a police operation. The trial is slated to last around 2 weeks, with defense attorneys expected to play in court police body cam video, which they say will prove that the allegations made in the lawsuit are correct. The city's law department declining to comment today pending the resolution of this trial.